Now we will turn our attention to ethical cultures and positive cultures. Ideally, these elements are embedded within an organization's culture at its creation. However, many times these elements are not present, and leaders and managers will need to enhance their presence in order to enhance the organization's performance. Organizational cultures are not neutral in their ethical orientation, even when they are not openly pursuing ethical goals. Over time, the ethical culture, or the shared concept of right and wrong in the workplace, develops as part of the culture. Managers can create a more ethical culture by following these strategies. Managers should be visible role models. Employees will look to top management behavior as a benchmark for defining their appropriate behavior. Managers should communicate ethical expectations, minimize the ethical ambiguities, create and disseminate an organizational code of ethics. It should at least state the organization's primary values and the ethical rules that employees are expected to follow. Managers should also provide ethical training. These programs or sessions should be used to reinforce the organization's standards of conduct, to clarify what practices are and are not permissible, and to address common potential ethical dilemmas. Managers should visibly reward ethical behavior and punish unethical behavior. Performance appraisals, for example, should include a point-by-point evaluation of how a person's decisions measured against the organization's code of conduct. Appraisals then should be a measure of outcomes as well as the means taken to achieve those outcomes. Finally, managers need to provide formal mechanisms so that employees can discuss ethical dilemmas openly with other members and report on ethical behavior without fear of reprimand. This might include hiring ethical counselors, ombudsmen, or ethical officers. Today, there is a trend for organizations to create positive organizational cultures that do at least three things. One, they focus on building employees' strengths and leveraging what they already do well. Think appreciative inquiry from organizational development. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or weaknesses. It just means that the focus is on the positive as opposed to the negative. This type of culture also encourages managers to reward people more than they punish. Most organizations rely on extrinsic rewards, like money, bonuses, materialistic things. Not enough of them capitalize on the power of intrinsic rewards. Showing appreciation and recognizing people for their efforts can go a long way in motivating them to continue doing what is working well. Third, this type of culture encourages people to grow on a personal level and on a professional level. Through development, employees can contribute to the organization in a more effective manner, and the organization as a whole is better able to adapt and perform in its environment. Keep in mind, though, that a positive culture is not a cure-all. It's still a new enough idea for us to be uncertain about how and when it works best.